What is going on, guys? My name is Ethan. Welcome back to another video. And we are here to go into our round one playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, the playoffs start today. I'm posting this early so that you guys can see my predictions before the round starts. So you guys know I'm not cheating and just being like, oh yeah, I predicted this already, yada 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 blah blah. But let's first talk about Bulls and Heat and the Kings versus the Pelicans. I love how I messed up this on my actual sheet. So let's start off with the Bulls and the Heat. I knew the Heat were winning. Jimmy Butler's injured, but I knew the Heat were going to win. It was kind of obvious considering they're just a better constructed team. Kobe White, the insane peak he had, and then the playoffs hit, and then he kind of went down, and then out of nowhere he just went out of nowhere. He was gone. So Heat won, which is another win in my books. And then the Kings versus the Pelicans. I thought with the Kings had the biggest advantage. They were coming off a huge win. They didn't have any players injured. And guess who showed up? The Pelicans. Before Zion showed up, the Pelicans were at home. The Pelicans decided to show up for the next game. I don't know why, considering the Pelicans are now going against the Thunder without Zion. I digress. So overall, guys, here is where our score is going to be. Right here. This is our current score for how many we've gotten right and how many gotten wrong. We are right now 4-2. So, we're doing good. 4-2 is not bad. 4-2 is not bad. Now, one thing I'm going to change for this one is game prediction. So I'm going to predict in the series, a 7-game series, so I'll be like, I would think this one's going to win 4-0, 4-1, 4-2, or 4-3. If I get any of those right and I get the winning team right, I get a point on this side. And this will be basically, I got the actual series fully correct. So without further ado, let's start off. This is in order of the games that are going to be played in order. So starting off with Magic and Cavaliers, I don't think the Magic have enough. I'm sorry. I know Paolo Banchero's been good, Franz Wagner, but they don't have any playoff experience compared to Donovan Mitchell, who has playoff experience. You have the Cavaliers, who played last year. I think the Cavaliers are going to win this series, but I don't think it's going to be an easy series. I think they're going to win 4-2. I think the Cavaliers are going to win in 6 games. Next up, we have the Suns versus Timberwolves. Now this is a toss-up, man. You have Ant Edwards, Cat, Rudy Gobert's playing like his old self, and you're going against Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant. I think the Timberwolves and the Suns, this is gonna be a good series. I'm gonna love watching the series, but I have the Suns winning in 7 games. I think the Suns are the team that's gonna beat it. KD is dominant. What just happened? KD is still KD, so I think it's possible for them to win in 7 games. Next up, we've got the 76ers and the Knicks. Now, I know the Knicks have been on an improbable run. They've been destroying everybody. They've been on an insane run. They got up to 2nd place thanks to Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby. They have a very good team. However, they have Julius Randle on their team. But on the other side of things, 76ers have Joel Embiid. But we all have to remember, Joel Embiid only goes out in the 2nd round, not the 1st round. So I have the 76ers winning in 6 games. Yeah, the 76ers winning in 6 games. Next up, Lakers versus the Nuggets. Do you guys remember what happened last year? The Lakers have not won a single game against the Nuggets. Oh, when did they last lose? They got swept, and then through the entire season, the Nuggets have beaten the Lakers 3 times. Out of the 7 matches they played, from last year's playoffs to now, they have not won a single one. I have Nuggets winning in 5 games. I think Lakers will be lucky to get 1, but I think Nuggets in 5. Next up, the Celtics versus the Heat. Celtics are sweeping. The Heat do not have Jimmy Butler. If Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, if the Celtics play consistently, they should sweep the Heat like nothing. Jimmy Butler was the only reason that Heat team is good. They're going to get swept. Next up, we have Mavs and Clippers. This is one of them that it's very tough to call because on one hand, you have Luka Doncic, who is insane in the playoffs. He can step up in playoff situations. And you also have Kyrie versus Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. It's just, okay, Russell Westbrook's not as good. James Harden doesn't really show up in the playoffs. Paul George is good. And Kawhi is good in the playoffs. And Kawhi is not injured, and neither is Paul George. I have this going to 7 games, and I have the Clippers going to 7 games. Fun fact, that's my girlfriend's favorite team. Other than the Bucks, of course, but in the other conference. Next up, we have the Bucks and the Pacers. Now, I'm a Bucks guy. You guys can see it right there. I am a Bucks guy. And Pacers did do very well, and Giannis is injured for the first few games. I think in the playoffs, though, Dame does deliver more in the playoffs, and so does, like, overall. I have the Bucks winning this in 6 games. I think the Bucks are definitely going to show that they are actually on that level, and they're not just pretenders. They're actual contenders. So I think they're going to show up on that level. So I do have the Bucks winning it because Pacers don't really have that much. They don't have that many reps in the playoffs. So I have the Bucks winning that one in 6 games. Finally, the Pelicans versus the Thunder. You don't have Zion. You're going against Shea and Chet, and you have Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, and like you have a good, young, constructed team. They do not have that many reps, but you're going against Brandon Ingram and C.J. McCollum, and Jonas Valanciunas. You have a second. You have like a top 3, top 5 MVP player, Chet Holmgren, who's an insane rookie, and they're going against Brandon Ingram and CJ. I have the Thunder winning in 5 games. So to recall, Cavaliers in 6, Suns in 7, Sixers in 6, Nuggets in 5, Celtics in 4, Clippers in 7, Bucks in 6, and the Thunder in 5. So ladies and gentlemen, I guess only time will tell. I will see you guys all for another one of these videos in round 2 of the playoffs. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.